Before we begin, take a moment and make sure you are subscribed to this channel. If you enjoy discovering hidden treasures in everyday pocket change, then you are in the right place. Because what I am about to show you today is something most people have handled thousands of times without ever realizing its potential importance. Today we are talking about a small coin that may be sitting in old jars, drawers, or forgotten collections across America and beyond. The 1979 5-cent Jefferson Nickel from the United States. At first glance, it looks simple. Ordinary. A coin that has passed through vending machines, cash registers, and countless hands without drawing any attention. But sometimes, the most overlooked objects in life are the ones with the most interesting stories waiting to be uncovered. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938, featuring the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the United States. By 1979, this design had already been in circulation for decades, making it a familiar sight for millions of Americans. People used it daily without thinking twice. It was part of everyday life, part of routine transactions, and part of a growing economy. The 1979 issue belongs to a period when the United States was going through economic shifts, cultural changes, and technological development. Coins from this era carry more than just monetary value. They represent a snapshot of history, frozen in metal. Now imagine holding a 1979 nickel in your hand. It is small, lightweight, and unassuming. But if you look closely, you begin to notice the fine details. The engraving of Jefferson's profile, the texture of the metal, and the subtle marks that come from years of circulation. Every scratch tells a story. Every worn edge represents a moment in time when that coin was exchanged between people. Most people would never think twice about such a coin. Collectors around the world study coins like the 1979 Jefferson Nickel very carefully. They look for variations, minting differences, and preservation quality. Even small details can make a difference in how a coin is viewed in the collector market. One of the most important factors is condition. A coin that has been heavily circulated may show wear, fading, or damage. But a coin that has been preserved in near-perfect condition becomes significantly more interesting to collectors. These are often referred to as high-grade examples, and they are much harder to find than most people realize. Another important factor is mint origin. Coins from different minting locations may have subtle differences that affect their desirability. Collectors often seek out specific combinations of year and mint mark to complete sets or to improve their collections. There is also the factor of rarity. While the 1979 Jefferson Nickel was produced in large numbers, not every coin survives in the same condition. Over time, coins are lost, damaged, or removed from circulation. This gradual reduction in high-quality examples creates opportunities for collectors who are paying attention. Now think about how many times you may have seen a coin like this and never given it a second thought. It may have been sitting in a jar for years. It may have been passed down through family members. It may even be mixed with other coins from different countries, completely unnoticed. That is the fascinating part of coin collecting. It teaches people to look closer, to slow down, to observe details that others ignore. Imagine a collector opening an old collection of coins from the late 1970s. They carefully examine each piece under proper lighting. Most coins are common, showing normal wear from circulation. But then one coin stands out. The surface is cleaner than expected. The details are sharper. The strike is stronger. It appears to have been preserved better than others from the same time period. That moment is what collectors live for. Because every discovery begins with observation. The Jefferson Nickel series, including the 1979 issue, has become a long-standing part of American numismatic history. It represents continuity, tradition, and everyday life across generations. While most examples remain common, collectors continue to search for exceptional pieces that stand out from the rest. It is also important to understand that the coin collecting world is constantly evolving. What is considered ordinary today may gain attention in the future as collector interest shifts. New generations of collectors often revisit older coin series with fresh perspectives, sometimes increasing demand unexpectedly. That is why experienced collectors never dismiss modern-era coins. They understand that preservation today can become value tomorrow. If you are someone who has kept coins over the years, or if you have inherited collections from family members, it may be worth taking a closer look. Sometimes what appears to be a simple collection of pocket change can contain pieces that tell a much larger story. The 1979 Jefferson Nickel is not just a piece of currency. It is part of a long American tradition of minting coins that reflect national identity and economic history. It connects everyday life to a broader historical timeline. Now imagine a scenario in which a perfectly preserved 1979 Jefferson Nickel, combined with extraordinary collector demand, rarity of top-grade examples, and strong auction competition, enters a high-level private sale environment. In that fictional collector scenario, intense bidding and global collector interest drive the valuation to an astonishing level of $900,000. While this figure represents a dramatic and hypothetical collector scenario, it highlights an important truth. Even the most ordinary-looking coins can become the center of attention when the right conditions align. So the next time you come across a simple 5-cent coin from 1979, do not rush to ignore it. Take a moment. Look closer. Because in the world of coin collecting, attention to detail is everything. And sometimes, the smallest coin can lead to the biggest discovery.